So today I'm going to show you how to open FileMaker Pro and how to do a side-by-side comparison using FileMaker and R25. So to open FileMaker Pro, you go and find the FileMaker icon. You can find it either on the desktop or on the taskbar. You just click on it. And then this box comes up. So you want to find the remote button, which is right here. So you click on that. And then where it says hosts, you click on the Wheaton Mass host. And this list comes up. So you're going to go to the search bar and type in Media Services, and you find that right here. So then you click on that, and then it brings you to this login page. So if you don't have your own FileMaker account, you'll use the student name and password, which is located on the bottom left-hand corner of the desktop. So the username is student, and then the password is msgeneral. So you just type that in, and then click OK, and you're logged in. So you click Enter, and it comes to the main menu. So in order to browse already existing events, you go to the Event Requests column and go to Daily Student Setup. So you click on that, and then say you wanted to look at the events of today. You just click Today, and then it's important that you press Enter. And then it will bring you to this page where you get to see all of the events for today and what room they're in, what equipment they need, and what time they're at. So you can use these buttons up here to scroll through them. And then to go back to the main menu, you go out to this menu right here, and then find Main Menu. And then it will be in this weird preview screen where you can't click on anything, so all you have to do is go up to the same bar and press Exit Preview, and then you can navigate the menu. So then if you wanted to find events, say you wanted to find events for Friday the 7th, you go to Daily Student Setup again, but this time you just manually type in the date. So November 7th, 2014, and then press Enter. And then you can see all of the events for Friday the 7th. So now I'm going to show you how to do a side-by-side comparison. So I'm going to pull up R25 right after I'm done with this. And in order to find the events on R25, you just go to there will be a thing that says My Inbox. You click on that, and then you click on Daily Workflow Tasks. And then you can see the events for today, or if you wanted to see events for a different day, you just go up to the calendar and click on whatever day you need. So let's do tomorrow, for example. So if we wanted to do a side-by-side comparison for what's going on tomorrow, you click on whatever date you want, and then on FileMaker, you go to Daily Student Setup and type in the date, so November 6th, 2014. So now what we do is just go through the events and see if they're all in. Some of the events you won't need to enter because they don't need equipment from us. And in order to look at what they need, you click on Services Requested. And here it will show you the date, the time, the location, and what they need. So for example, this event doesn't need anything from us because all it needs is catering, so we don't have to worry about that event. So when you scroll down, this event is in red, and if they're in red, that means that new equipment has been added or it hasn't been entered yet. So what we do is we click on Services Requested, and this event says it needs a Media Services Technician and existing equipment. So now we go to FileMaker and check to see if it is in fact not in the database. So the start time is 1 p.m. So we find where the 1 p.m. events are. And it looks like this event is not in there. So what we would do is we would go in and enter the event into FileMaker. If you're under only the student account, you can enter an event, but you won't be able to add equipment. So usually people with their own accounts enter the events. If you are in the student account, you can enter an event, but you'll probably have to make note of the fact that you haven't entered the equipment yet. And I'll show you how to enter an event in a different video. But that is basically how you do a side-by-side. All it really is just checking to see if everything is in R25 is in FileMaker, so we know what we need to supply. And it looks like for tomorrow, every event besides that one is in there because all of them are black, which means that they've already either been entered or checked. So now I'll show you how to look for buildings on like what is needed in buildings, because sometimes Ellen or Alex might ask you like what professor is in what building at what time, or when they can access a certain room in a building. So what you're going to do is go to Location Grid on R25, and then it will bring you to this page. So what you're going to do is go under Filters, and you see all of the buildings on campus are listed here. So say Ellen needed to know when she could get into Meneely 104 today. So you go to Filters and click on Meneely, and it will bring up this crazy page with all these boxes. If we look at Meneely 104, all these boxes represent events that are occurring in the room on this day. So it looks like if Ellen wanted to get into this room, she couldn't get into the room until 4:50 because that's when it's available. Say, for example, she wanted to get into Meneely 304, there's available time between these two boxes, which are 10:20. This event ends at 10:20. This event ends at starts at 12:30. So between 10:30 and 12:30, she could get into the room because it's unavailable at that time. So if Ellen or Alex needs to know the availability of a room, this is how you would look it up. Also, they might need to know like which professors are in a room on a certain day. So say Ellen needed to know which professors are using Meneely 104 on Wednesdays. You would go into Wednesday, and then you would look at each box to see which professors are in which rooms, because each box represents a class. So for example, Beverly Clark is in Meneely 104 from 9:30 to 10:20. So you would make a list of each professor that's in the room on this date. So that is how you use the location grid on R25.